before we go, let's get it, dude. Let's finally fucking get that Scream review from you. By the way, I just want to reiterate, I think you're going to fucking hate it. I loved it. I think you're going to fucking hate it. The floor is yours. The floor is yours, Bruce.
2 words. That sucked.
I fucking knew it.
No, I'm kidding. No, let me get no, I'm kidding. I think I watched Scream 5 last night for the first time after I got done watching the Batman. So I was already on like a fucking cocaine high. So I was like, you know what? Let's just have a good time. I'm on a cocaine high. Let's rent that bitch for $5.99 on a Prime and let's go at it. Let me put my hand in its butt. I didn't hate it. I think it's better than the piece of tragedy that is Scream 4. I think it's better than the wet tampon that's Scream 3. It's not better than Scream 1. It doesn't even hold a candle to Scream 2. But I'd rank it Scream 2, Scream 5, Scream 4, then Scream 3. That's how I put it. I think the story is, it's serviceable enough. I didn't mind watching it. I actually had a decent time watching it. I think they handle I can't, because I don't know how many of you guys have not seen it. I think they handle the departure of one of the particular characters pretty well. I do like how they use certain music cues in the movie when you're reintroduced to certain characters. And I wasn't as annoyed as I thought I was going to be as old goddamn Bangs herself comes back, because I thought it was going to be stupid and old Sydney.
By the way, just to let you know,
I will say this.
Ranking. I put it. My ranking is the same as yours.
Yeah. Because that's why I look at it. Like, it was enjoyable enough and engaging enough that I was like involved in what they were doing. And I'm like, these guys are trying. They're trying. So they're not just, relying on the same old bullshit. It's like, oh, let's do the same old shit, the same old goddamn orchestra that Scream 3 and Scream 4 did. This was like, all right, we're just going to kind of go our own way here. And I didn't know the main boyfriend in this movie is the dude from The Boys. The guy that Carl Urban hangs out with. Yeah, it was great. I loved him. And you know what? I was a little shocked.
Holy shit, it's Ghostface.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but I was a little shocked about the reveal. Now, there is one character that's revealed to be one of the killers, and I'm like, I saw that shit coming from a mile fucking away. I was like, you guys could have painted that fucking target a little bit better, because that was like obvious as fuck. That's like when you see a girl with like blisters on her lips and know she has herpes. You're like, I know that bitch got an STD. Like, I knew it, because they dropped hints all around that bitch at the very beginning, and I'm like, yeah. But the other killer that's revealed, I'm like, I didn't see that one. I called somebody else. And then there's also another original character that comes back. I feel like it was fan service for the most part. I feel like it was done because there was a lot of demand and cry for it. But I was like, it was unnecessary. I feel like it really didn't add shit to it. I feel like overall, it didn't even need to be in the movie, because then it got to a point when I watched it, when that particular cameo happens, I'm like, yeah, but seriously, how's your mom? Like, I was like, can we just pass over that, because it's kind of stupid.
I did love it slits some fucking throats. Like, I thought that was a really good moment.
But that just made me miss the original movie.
Yeah, it's true.
And I was like, well, I remember the original movie, and then we're never going to have that again. But I will say that they did a good job with at least bringing in a new cast and doing as best as they could with it. And they handled the departure of one of the main characters really well. Now, to clean it up, let's depart everybody from the original cast, and then I'll be happy. And then we can move into somewhere else. I do like that one chick's idea. She's like, we're going to do something no one else has ever done. Get the fuck out of Woodsboro. And I'm like, hey, that's what you should have done all along. But nope. But yeah, otherwise it's a watchable movie. I mean, and I told Cody, because Cody had no interest in seeing, and he was like, he was over today. I was like, dude, I watched it. And he was like, yeah, what'd you think? I was like, it's not a bad movie. It's not bad. I mean, it's watchable. It's not Scream, and it's not Scream 2, but it's definitely better than 3 and 4 for me. So it's watchable. And I feel like if you erase the other two, that should be Scream 3 right there. That should be Scream 3.
I'm happy to hear you say that, man. That lights up the little lighthouse in my dark little heart. I'm happy to hear you say that.
I'm like Robert Pattinson to your Willem Dafoe in the lighthouse.
Yeah, made you. You like mistake, but it makes me happy to know that you liked it a little bit. And by the way, it's my third favorite too. It's my third favorite Scream as well. But yeah, man, that's I like it.
Well, I mean,
so you excited for Scream?
I'm sure people have been holding. I mean, I'm not sure everybody. I mean, because it's a big movie. But if you haven't seen it yet, I mean, I think that it's definitely worth an old checkout.
Here's what I
April's
think
gonna
too.
watch it again tonight. I'm not gonna watch it again because I feel like one time's enough. I don't need to really reorn it. No,
Yeah.
it's a good enough movie for me to watch one time and I'm good.
Yeah. I've probably seen it like 6 times at this point, but like I think that what it is, dude, is when and you and I talked about it when we did a couple updates beforehand. Like, there's all these crazy ideas, crazy things you could do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how are they going to write this movie? And they came out and they were like, everybody's wrong. We're just going to make a fucking standard Scream movie. Like,
That's
but
all they
we're going
did.
to make it good. Like, we're not going to do anything super shocking. We're not going to do anything super crazy. We're just going to make a solid, well-oiled Scream film. And they fucking succeeded.
And I'll tell you what, and I was really happy. I was really happy because this movie could have gone that way so fucking fast. And I'm glad that it could have gone wokeism as fuck. And it did not. It stayed very true. It stayed very true to what the original was. It's like, let's just tell a story about some high school kids and what happens and then move on from there. Because it could have got that way. I mean, easily in today's world. And they're like, hey, we're going to make a Scream movie. They're like, oh, that's a perfect vehicle for a political message. Like, no, it's not. That's stupid. Let's keep that out of there. And they didn't do that.
One of the best things they did, I think, is they introduced these new characters and like really good like you cared about. Like, I didn't want certain characters. Mindy was fucking badass. Like, several of the characters are badass. But
by the way, the guy that had blonde hair, he was the main guy in the do you remember that movie? Dylan
Minnette.
Yeah, he was great. He was in that movie with the Wallflowers or whatever. It's
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Perks of Being a Wallflower. Great actor.
And he was good in that movie too. Like, and I thought that was the perfect way to like put these new characters in there, let them shine, but let them. We talk about this all the time. Let it be natural. Like, let it be natural. Like, it's not about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, no, because they weren't trying to be like, okay, we need to reference everything that happens to what happened in the last or the previous movie, because I think that's what always crippled and handicapped the sequels, especially Scream 3 and Scream 4. Is like every single Scream 4 for me, because it was always referencing something that happened in the. It's like, it wanted to be its own beast. And they did a good job with it. They did a great job with it. So I liked it a lot, man. I really did. I mean, it's not my favorite one, but Scream, to me, you're never gonna top Scream. You'll never do it. Like, Scream 1 is always gonna be Scream 1. You'll never top it unless you just reboot it. And even if you reboot it, it's never gonna be the original. And I'm not gonna be like that one bitch like, we did a requel. Yeah, a requel. I don't want to be like that either. But I mean, I feel like Scream 1 is Scream 1 for a reason. It's Nirvana. It changed the name of the game. You're never gonna put magic back in the bottle. I mean, it's out. But I feel like what they did in this movie was they took something that had been done to death and they at least tried, and they made their own movie. I don't know if that makes sense. They made their own movie.
Yeah.
And I was like,
while respecting what came before.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it.